How would you define luxury? Your purchase of our rhinestones has put extravagance right at your fingertips. Here at the Baby's Booty, we are taking the standard of luxury and bringing it directly to you. Introducing the perfect companion to your luxe rhinestones, the Baby's Booty Ice Boxes. Our ice boxes are in the perfect sizes to complement your order. Each color in your purchase will be labeled and packaged in these elegant acrylic boxes, ready to display your luxury stones for everyone to see. The Baby's Booty Ice Box, where our bling is the finer thing.
Hello there. We're here to hit you with something nice and smooth over at the BLING channel of love. Now I'm just kidding. Hey family, how are y'all doing? I'm Eve with the Baby's Booty, and y'all can hear me. Wait a minute. Yep, y'all can hear me. My mic says unmuted. My two lights is lit up. Yay! We did good. Oh my gosh. So tonight is going to be, yes, it's about bling, but it's about layering the bling, because I'm sure that you've seen us numerous times do rhinestone templates that have more than one color, and some of you are beginners. So I wanted to show you a couple of beginner friendly things you might want to keep in mind when working with multi-layer color rhinestone designs, okay? And cutting out your template, some things you want to do, some things that I do that you may not want to do, and just make it easier for you. So that's what we're going to do tonight. And we also are going to look at some awesome new designs that are out there. I'm super excited to get you guys in on that. And I also need to remind everyone that the buy-in ends tonight. It ends tonight. Okay. So just keep that in mind, and we'll talk about what a buy-in is and all the other jazz as soon as we get through saying hi to the folks who have decided to take time out of their schedule to come and hang out with us tonight on a nice Sunday night. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when we come on over here. So thank you all for coming to join us. I want to jump in the chat really quickly to say hello to So Crafty, because she was first in the house. Thank you so much for joining us and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I definitely appreciate your love and support. Baby Giant Services LLC, I appreciate your love and support as well. Thank you so much for being a member of our channel. Tamika Cole, Sherelle Green, Dennis Cheatham, Benita Neely, Miss Crafty Creations. Thank y'all for hanging out with us tonight. Welcome. Then we have Sylvia Dinkins, who's also a YouTube Hoop Group member. Thank you. We have Leela Nelson in the house. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. We have Sharon Davis. Thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. I appreciate it. Jay Mosby, Gina Goins, Marshall Donahue, and Tracy Murray, and Patrina Gosha. Welcome. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight. It's awesome to have you here. And then we have Viola Floyd. Welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Kevin Moore, hello to you as well. Welcome. Thank you for joining us and for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Making with Marilyn is also a YouTube Hoop Group member, and we love her so much. And she is hanging with us as well. We appreciate it. Thank you, ma'am. EJ's daughter, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well. And Miss 143, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. It's a pleasure to have you with us tonight. Patricia Johnson, welcome. Thank you for joining us. Aliana T, Erica Terry, Anita Omer, Katrina Harbin, Mary Binkley, Paula D. And then we also have, I think I said Tracy Murray, Me Creatively by Kim. I'm saying it again, Tracy Murray. Welcome to all of you for joining us. Patricia Johnson, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member as well and for joining us. Regina Cartwright, a YouTube Hoop Group member, thank you and welcome. We appreciate you. Mary Brown, thank you for being, did I just say Mary Brown? Yeah, I'm getting old. Mary Brown, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. LaShonda Rice, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Miss JB is a YouTube Hoop Group member. Regine's Designs, Miss Nene Designs, Sheila Cushenberry, and Teresa, Sister Heart Crafts and Things. All of you are YouTube Hoop Group members, and we definitely appreciate each and every one of you. But one in particular, I gotta say, hey, Sheila Cushenberry. It wouldn't be right any other way if I didn't. Dana Bryant's a YouTube Hoop Group member. Thank you. Deborah Ferguson, thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Gail Designs, yes, you made it. Welcome, and thank you for being a YouTube Hoop Group member. Sharon Davenport's a YouTube Hoop Group. Look at all these YouTube Hoop Group members showing up and showing out. Ernie Sessler, Sharon Davenport, thank you for being YouTube Hoop Group members. Thank y'all so much. Let me jump down to the bottom. I apologize. Hey, Uni. How do members order our bell? You can go to our website. Let's see if I can't pull that up for you fairly quickly and then show you where that is and share the screen. Let's share screen. Entire screen. This is our website, thebabiesbooty.com. Cool thing is you can come right here, click on bell request, fill it out. It takes me a couple of weeks to get all these orders of bells sent out, but they're right here because each bell has decal front and back, and it is signed on the inside and numbered. So all of that takes time to get all of that done. So as soon as you fill that out, we'll definitely get that out because like I have one in particular that needs to get out to one of our influencers, Miss Coretta Dangerfield. I got to get her hers. And then we got the buy-in link right here. I think if you click right here, it'll take you to our, it takes you to our store. So even if you can't find it at thebabiesbooty.com at .store and you forget that and you go to .com, you can still click right here and get to it there as well. Now, same thing we do every night. Pinky, try and take over the world. I was in the kitchen and heard my name being done and sing song and knew it had to be. Yes, it was. Hey, Craftable Things, welcome with her pretty shirt over there. So I want to show you guys the new designs that we have for our Rhinestone Mechanic surprise goodie box this week. Let me grab that out of my link. Let's go here and grab it right there. Copy and paste and show you how super cute some of these designs are. Then I'm going to show you some other designs that we're going to work with tonight. Okay. So give me one moment. Let me grab this and share the screen so that you can see it. So this week in the Rhinestone Mechanic, here is our mystery box. We have one every week. It is $2 and it comes with designs in it. So go ahead and grab that if you want some really cool designs on the affordability side. And then we have our new designs. We got the Highland cow, which we'll be working with tonight. We got the piglet with sunglasses, American cowgirl, proud country girl, rodeo, farm girl, and country girl, because this rodeo shirt could be for a dude if you wanted it to. So that works as well. So definitely check these out. Do you see a sense of theme going here? We got a couple of things. Couple of themes going tonight, and this one is one. And this particular theme is super cool because we have a very special concert going on, not just here in Charlotte, but that's traveling around right now, that includes a really mirror ball cowboy hat. So the cowboy theme is kind of pretty prevalent right now. So it could wind up being really good, money making for you if you're trying to make shirts for sale. So just keep that in mind. I also want to take you guys to my Etsy and show you, look what I've been looking at, y'all. Ain't they pretty? That's not what I wanted to show you though. I want to go to my favorites. Oh, you know what? I don't know. Is it in the store yet, Marilyn and Patrice? I don't know. I just happened to think about that. I didn't even think to ask you if they were in there. So Marilyn's Merc is Suki now. Okay, so Marilyn's Merc, she has her designs in there. So definitely check that out. We have the Barbie movie that's coming out. the end of this month, and so that's been hot and on and popping. And then we got game on. Now keep this in mind, y'all. The football season is starting to ramp back up again. So go ahead and jump on. This is super cute, awesome design, because you can use the team colors in the word in the letters for game on, and then of course you can do your football in regular football colors. But the outline and the middle of the lettering can definitely be in team colors, fam. Y'all can totally rock this and use this. And then on the back of the jersey, put the person's last name that's going to be wearing the jersey. You can do that in Bling. Make you some duckies. And if I'm remembering correctly, Rhinestone Mechanic, don't you have the large numbers that go on the back of the jersey? Pretty sure he does. So like you can mix and match designs to get you some really cute shirts to be able to sell. Blue Lotus Vibes by Janita McLean. Thank you so much for being a new member. Holla. Yes, honey. Yes. Yes, Miss Gail. I love cowboy hats. I have cowboy hats as well. And then we also have my other favorite shop. Can I get my words right tonight? Oh my gosh. So that was Marilyn's Merc. And then Craftable Things is right here. So definitely check her out. She has some new designs as well. I can't remember if your Barbie is in here or not. I know it's on her website. So she also has a website. And the way folks is going right now, the website is the better option in a way. Troublethings.com. So the Etsy has been yanking folks' websites, fam. Like you here today, gone tomorrow type situation. No rhyme, no reason, no warning, no nothing. So, it would be wise if you are selling online to have at least like Patrice does. She has her Etsy shop, but she also has her own website as backup, fam. Really look into doing that, okay? Because a lot of you guys are here because we like to show you how to utilize your crafting to make money. Well, one of the ways you want to make money is by selling online. Is if you're doing your digital files and or even shirts and stuff, your physical items. Get a backup website. You can get them for free. Square, you can have a free website, or you can go to Wix. It's an affordable web hosting, maybe not the best out there, but it's really nice. It served me well for the last 6-7 years. So definitely check that out. But she also has designs as well. So click on her rhinestone templates up here and she will have her designs all in here. I did see it. Crafty Girl in a Crafty World is the one we will be working with tonight. So we've got quite a few templates to cover. So let's go ahead and jump into this while we can. And go ahead and get your bling on tonight, because this is something that's been near and dear to me for a long time. Okay. So let's start with one design in particular. And we did the Highland cow. So I'm going to bring it in. Oh, I guess I need to share the screen again. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So I have Cricut, I have Silhouette, but I primarily for my rhinestones, I use my Graph Tech cutter, and the Graph Tech needs to use Corel Draw. So Corel is what fuels the designs over to my Graph Tech. So it's going to be a little bit easier for me to show you here on Corel, but if I can remember to make the switch and show you over there too, I can show you on Cricut what you would need to do to change over your designs. But let's go ahead and open up the cow design. Okay, so I'm gonna go to File, I'm gonna go to Import, and then we'll go to Downloads, and Highland Cow is the one that I'm going to pick. Okay, and so in the Highland Cow file, if you purchase that one, there are two options. One says Highland Cow SS10, and one says Highland Cow SS10 Design Space. Okay, so Dennis made it super easy for you to bring this over into Cricut Design Space without a whole bunch of drama and fuss, and with it taking forever to load, and we definitely appreciate that. But I don't need the Design Space one because I'm not using Design Space right now. We're using Corel. So I'm going to pick the first one. and I'm going to import it. And I want to show you a couple of things that's pretty important when you're importing rhinestone designs. Okay. So Zelda Ivy, you got a new Epson ET 15,000, Melvin ET 8550, and a Princess sub. I mean, what in the world? Congratulations. Holler. Yes, honey. Yeah, so we do ring the bell over here for folks when they get new equipment. We know how it is when you get new equipment. Family don't understand what a great thing that is and how hard it was to get. So we want to celebrate with you. So if you get new babies, definitely let us know. Once those babies arrive, we will ring the bell for you. All right, so let me zoom in on this to show you this file that he sent. Oh, let me see. Let's get my window and see if I can't get this to do what I needed to do. I'll just move it over for right now. There we go. Okay. So when I bring this file in, I want you to notice there are 3 different squares here. There's a black square with the entire template right here on this one first square. Then we have 2 more templates. All right. So this first box shows you what the completed design gives you a preview of what the completed design will look like, minus the black box, of course. So there's a white outline, there's his white nose, and then his brown fur. Okay. So with this particular template, this first box is the preview. The next however many layer boxes it is, these are the gold ones are the actual ones that you're going to cut, unless you are the type of person that wants to cut out the whole template at one time and you'll figure out the colors. Okay, if that's you, then this first one is the one you want to cut out. I'm not like that. I can't do that. So I'm not going to cut out this one, but I am going to cut out this gold one and this gold one. Okay, page 1, page 2. Now, notice what he says up here. There are words that he brings in with his design, and it says size check. The bounding boxes, meaning this black box, this gold box, and this gold box, not the dots in the middle, just the main box. Each box itself should be 9 inches by 9 inches. So this box should be 9 inches by 9 inches. This one should be 9 inches by 9 inches. And this one should be 9 inches by 9 inches. So by him giving you that information, what that does is it lets you know what size box the whole design should be so that your holes cut out at the right size. So if I were to bring this in right now and just cut it just like it is, I would mess up. Why would that mess up? Because my holes won't be the right size. Let me show you. So I kind of cheat a little bit and I'll show you what I mean. I'm going to grab this and I'm just going to ungroup objects. Okay. And I'm going to take the words and move it. But I'm going to grab all 3 of these boxes. Now, each box, remember, should be 9 inches wide by 9 inches tall. Well, if I have all of these in a row, then all 3 of these should be 9 inches tall. Does that make sense to you? If that didn't make sense to you, then what you want to do is you want to grab one box at a time and make sure that one box is 9 by 9. Change the size and then come to this middle one. Make sure it's 9 by 9. Change the size, so on and so forth till all of your boxes are the same size. But for me, because they're in a row, I know they're not going to be 9 inches wide because I have 3 of them in a row. But from bottom to top, they're all lined up perfectly. They're all in a row. So all of this should be 9 inches tall by, what's 9 times 3? 27 or something like that. So it should be roughly a little over 27 inches wide. Let's see. So up here, nope, 29, 27. I can't count. Wait a minute. Am I right? 20 something. I can't tell. But anyway, at this point, it needs to be 9 inches tall. So I have all 3 picked. So I'm going to come up here to my measurement and notice it says wide is 20. Oh yeah, I'm right. It was 27. It's saying 20 inches, 20.836 inches wide by 6.779 high. Remember, I said it needs to be 9 by 9 as each box, but definitely 9 inches tall. So let's change the tall part to 9 inches. Okay. I'm just going to take that other one out, type in a 9 and hit enter. And so now I'm over 27 inches, like I mentioned earlier, because 9 times 3 is 27. All right. So now that I've resized this to where all 3 of these boxes are 9 inches tall, I'm going to have my holes the right size that the designer intended. Okay. So this is really important. When you're bringing in a design, you really want to make sure that the size is what it's supposed to be. And each designer has their own way of letting you know what the final size is supposed to be. And we'll get into that here in a moment. Okay. So for right now, for Dennis in this particular cow, it should be 9 inches by 9 inches. Now, to show you some fun, not fun, but to show you another way to layer this, because you guys have seen us where we'll bling this template, pick it up, press it to the shirt, and then come bling this template, press it. I mean, put the tape down, pick it up, press it to the shirt. So let's show you something a little bit different. So the way I would cut this normally, now I'm getting ready to throw a monkey wrench in, and I hate doing this to you, but I'm gonna have to. The way I normally would cut this template is I would remove the first one because I don't want to cut all of it at one time. I want to cut them separately. But for me, because I like to save flock, I would take this design after breaking it apart. Let's ungroup all objects. I would take this yellow box and I would make it smaller because I don't want my flock to be cut the same size. That's me. That's the way I do it. But that will force me to do what I was just saying. Bling the first cow, pick him up and press him to the shirt, then bling the second cow and pick him up and press him to the shirt. But let's show you what can happen when you cut them out at the same size, both boxes being 9 by 9, and how that can help you out when you're blinging a template and you want to not have to press 2 different presses. Zelda, welcome to the Hoop Group family. Holla! Yes, honey. Yes. Kim Molina, I didn't mention my Etsy shop because I shut my Etsy shop down. I have a website. But I did mention Marilyn's Merc, and I mentioned Patrice's Craftable Things shop, and both of those links are in the description below the video. Okay. All right. So I went ahead and cut this out ahead of time because, drama. All right. And so what I'm going to do is show you another way to do a layered design so that you only have to press one time. Okay. So here's the outline. And normally I do my outline first, but with this method, it doesn't matter. So here's the outline. So I'm going to set this off to the side. And here's the inside with his fur and his hair. Right. So I decided I was going to do Topaz AB for his fur. And for the outline, I'm going to do light Topaz AB. Okay. So I think that's going to turn out super cute. So what we're going to do is go ahead and pour generous amount of Topaz AB onto this template. And the reason why we want to do generous is because you want to allow the pile of stones to help themselves flip these stones over into place in this template. It's no worry, Kim Molina, not a worry at all. Thank you for asking so that we could clarify it for you. All right. And so in a slight circular motion, we're going to go ahead and brush these in. And I'm trying to go fairly quickly because the other template, we're not going to layer like this. We're going to layer it the way we've been layering it. And then we'll get a shirt done. But I thought this design was super cute. I have always loved cows. And I like all cows. And so the little Highland cow, him super adorbs with him bangs. So we're going to brush him and put him on a white shirt. We're going to do a white shirt for this cow. Okay. All right. And then I was hoping to get 3 templates done tonight, but I don't know that I'm going to be able to do that. We'll see. All right. And so I just keep brushing over the top, even if some stones pop out. Doesn't matter. Don't fret. Don't worry about it. Just keep brushing, brush them out, because you can use a pickup tool, or you can use tweezers, or you can use your fingers and just, get those one-off holes filled in. All right. Okay. So, whoops, forgot to do this over here. And Tilly is on, so he's already hot and bothered over there. Got me thinking about cutting on my noisy ceiling fan. That, oh, you know what? That's what I need to get my son to do. Replace my ceiling fan. Because my ceiling fan needs love. I have to get another ceiling fan, y'all. This thing started making weird noises, and I be darned if it falls from the sky. All right, so all I'm doing is going back and filling in. And yeah, sometimes they all brush in absolutely perfectly, no muss, no fuss. And then sometimes I'm not holding my mouth right and they don't brush in properly. So it's like, no stress. We don't bling to stress out. We bling to have fun. So we're just taking it in stride, and that's just a extra excuse to hang out with you just a little bit longer tonight to get these in. All right. And so we got 2 more blank spaces to fill in right here and then right there. So we're going to grab this one. And now I'm going to scoop all this extra back into the container because I don't want to make a mess. Okay. I don't want these to wind up on the ground or knocked out of place or anything like that. Okay. So I'll put them back, put the lid back on nice and secure, and set it down on the table. All right. And so I generally run my finger across the design to see if there's any loose stones, but you also can, I've seen like Delonda, she'll take a picture crafting with Delonda. If you haven't been to her channel, please go over there. She's awesome. But you take a picture in it or use your cell phone to look at it, and it gives you another eye view of it to see if there's any duplicates or any holes missing with no stones in it. But ours looks great. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece of tape that will cover this square. Okay. This square is your key to what we're getting ready to do tonight. So let's grab a piece of tape. And this hot fix transfer tape is from Heat Transfer Warehouse. It is called KTM Mask, and it should be in the description below. Matter of fact, I need to update my link to the description because we have a storefront now with Heat Transfer Warehouse to make it easier for you to find the things that we love to use over here on our channel. All right, and so I need to update that. But for the time being, we're blinging, so we'll just that'll have to wait. So let's cut this. And what I'm going to do is I am going to lay the transfer tape and make sure that there's a good secure seam over here on the side. Okay, so I want to make sure that I have a little bit extra hanging off this pink flock. So you make a U shape like a taco, and then you drop it straight down. Don't hover too close to your template or your stones, because this sometimes can have static electricity. So if this has static electricity, it will make those stones jump up to this. And then you'll be sad because the stones won't jump up in the position they're supposed to be. So you end up learning a new language and all that kind of stuff. And we don't want that. We want a nice, happy language to speak. So hover it up a little high, kind of gauge where you're supposed to go, and just go straight down. Don't stop. Don't think about it. Don't panic. Don't be like, oh my God, am I going to get it right? Because even if you get it wrong, there's ways to fix it. It's not a big deal. But anyways, we're going to go straight down. So straight down and drop. And there we are. We have our template. Now remember, I want this to stay stuck to the side over here. So I'm just going to do a little bit of extra squishing right there. But right here, I'm just going to lightly rub my hand over the top. This is a fresh piece of tape, so you don't have to do a whole bunch of rubbing or anything like that. It's going to pick up those stones, okay? So now that we have his fur looking super cute in Topaz AB, Topaz AB is what we used. Now we're going to pull this back. And for those who may not know, Topaz AB is the same as Topaz, which I don't have in front of me. Well, yeah, I do. It's right here. It's the same color as this Topaz, but Topaz AB has a special coating on it that allows it to reflect other colors other than just your plain topaz. So it's a super pretty color. You can see that deep topaz in there when you turn it certain ways, and I'll show you that once we're done with the cow and pressing it to the shirt. So now that we have the cow, we're going to, or his fur, we're going to pull this back. And remember, I have a hinge over here on the side off of the flock. Okay, so this has a tendency to want to recoil back because that's how we laid it down. So you may have to put something over here on the side to keep this from coming back up for the time being. All right, so now let's move to the outside outline of this design. Okay, so here's the outline. Now the trick to this, to get it to line up perfectly, is to line it up and make sure that this square, which is the same size as this square, covers it perfectly. Okay, make sure it covers it perfectly. So I'm going to use this top corner, and I'm looking at that top corner, and I'm going to line that up first, and then I'm going to look at how this is coming down the side, and I'm going to see how this bottom corner is going to line up, and it's lining up pretty darn good. So that looks great. And so I'm just going to smooth it right on over. All right. And look, it recoiled back over some more. So I'm just going to hold this back right there and drop this down and make sure that this is lining up as close as possible. Okay. Now, sometimes you'll get like a wrinkle or something in your flock. And if so, just pick it up and try to lay it back down again. But you want to get it as close as possible. Now, I do have a slight edge over here where it's not lined up absolutely perfectly, but the rest of it is, y'all. The rest of it is just like, I couldn't have gotten any better. And another thing you want to look at that'll help you know whether or not you lined it up correctly is you can't see any of the holes up under this. You don't see any of the holes of his fur that we just brushed in. All you see is the outline of the holes, rather, of the outline of the top template. Okay, so we know we did right. Everything looks great. So let's go to our light topaz, and we're going to brush this in. Okay, so right over the top of the last template we just did, we're going to brush in this template. Same way, you're just going to brush it, rub it in really good. And there's a method to this that you kind of got to be a little bit more careful than you do when you're doing them separate, but it can be done. Okay, so let's get this brushed in. Let's get this brushed in. And you guys, I will definitely want to let you know, this is not something I came up with or I figured out. Most designers create a bounding box with their rhinestone designs for this very reason. This is why bounding boxes are generally offered without you asking for it. The boxes are there with the designs because this is an old method that's been used for a long time in doing rhinestone templates. Okay, but you don't have to use this method. You don't, but it is there in the event that you want to, and that's why we're showing it to you so that you'll know what you can do and can't do, or some other options available to you. Because if you're like me, sometimes I don't want to press more than one time. Sometimes. And if you have a template, like what got me to thinking to show this was when we had the template, I can't think if it was last weekend or the weekend before, where the SS6 should be pressed first. And this, doing it this way, will allow you to press the SS6 size stones first, and everything will line up the way it's supposed to, instead of you trying to figure out how to line stuff up. Okay. So this would be the reason for the bounding boxes, or one of the ways to use these bounding boxes. All right. So let's grab this. And clean some of these extra stones up. And I want to brush out the extra ones up here. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to fill them in. And now one of the other kind of drawbacks in a way is it makes it a little hard to see the holes, because you don't have a contrasting background up under the main template to let you see the holes clearly. So you kind of got to make sure you're looking good and paying attention to your template. But I can see the outline of the holes so that I know where stones are supposed to be. All right, so there's that. There's an extra stone there that doesn't belong. So again, I'm rubbing my fingers. That's a double. Look, there's one, and I can slide that there. Here's one. Take that out. There's one missing there, so we're going to grab him and put that over there. One missing up there. And I just kind of go over the whole template and kind of figure out where missing things are and find them a home, or kick them off the template altogether. All right, so let's make sure his mouth part is right. Okay, cool. So now let's go ahead and pick up our extra stones, because we don't want to bring this tape over and wind up picking up any of this extra down here. Just so go ahead and clean up your stones so that it's already done and you don't have to worry about them later. All right, and so now, because this template lined up with where the bottom template is, then you can bring this up, and I usually kind of like hold it in place and kind of bring it over and drop it down. And now my cow lines up exactly where he's supposed to be. Okay, it's a little hard to see. I thought that light topaz would be, oh, you can see the contrast there. See it? Yes, you can see it, but straight on, look, it looks almost exactly the same. Isn't that crazy? That's that topaz AB, because the base of it is topaz. So now that we have this, now we want to kind of rub and get that in, because now the stones that we already did are sitting higher than the stones that this outline that we brushed in. So you kind of do have to come back and go along the outline and make sure that that tape has touched that bottom layer of stones. I got a stone that shifted right there somewhere. He's missing in action, so I gotta put a stone there. I'm wondering if this is him. Yep. So somehow he got loose from the farm. Okay. And so now we can press it to our shirt. We've got a super cute cow. Super cute. So I have a white shirt here. No. I'm wrong. I was going to put him on this brown shirt. So was I going to put him? Yeah, I was going to put him on the brown shirt. I sure was. And we got good timing because Tilly just cut off. And so I have a size large shirt. says it's a district shirt. So we received this in a testing box to test out that brand of shirt. So we're going to test it out. All right, so let's move the cow over to the side. Let's get our wood and set it on the table so I don't bow my table from the heat. And then we're going to put this on this shirt. And hopefully it'll look good. Hopefully it'll look as good as I think it will. All right. That new tape picks them up every time, y'all. And this KTM mask will continue to pick up the designs for you almost effortlessly for a good 4-5 more times. Okay. So let's put the cow on. He looks super cute. Let's see if he's centered. He's centered enough. Another thing I could have done is folded the shirt to find the center, but I think he's going to be great. Center him, get his horns even with the neckline of the shirt. Now let me take a look at it. OMG. Him is adorable. Okay, so I'm going to press this. And for our rhinestones, you want to press them. Oh, I could have cut Tilly's camera on. I wasn't thinking. Let me see if I can cut Tilly's camera on. For our rhinestones, we do 350 degrees for 12 seconds. Is this camera? Oh my gosh, that's pointing to junk on the floor. So let's move this so that I don't embarrass both of us. There we go. Yay. Okay. Oh, whoops. Sorry, didn't know you put that on there. All right, and then let's do, is it this one or is it this one or is it this one? Whichever one. We'll let him handle that. Okay, and so let's press. So like I said, 350 degrees for about 12 seconds is what we're going to do with this particular design. And like I said, this design is in the exclusive designs that were made for us by Rhinestone Mechanic. Okay, and here is the cow. So let's pull him down some so that you can see. And let's do our peel reveal. Peel reveal. You ready? And see how gorgeous he is. Look at him blinging with him blinging self. Isn't him adorable? All one press. We did not have to press more than one time. We only pressed one press with all of the colors. Absolutely gorgeous how it turned out. Let's move him down a little bit more so you can see a little bit better. Come up over. There we go. I'm not trying to burn myself so they get fussed at. Look at there. Absolutely beautiful. He turned out super cute. Look at him. Hair is adorable. Okay, sorry. Him so cute. So yeah, that's how you layer a design and press just one time. Okay, so let's bring him over to the table and lay him out on the table. Look at that. Look at that. Isn't him? Oh, y'all. This is so cute. Look, you can see the color difference. I love him. Oh, and I'm putting him on a large shirt, so I can't even wear him. All right, so super, super duper duper cute. All right, so our next template that we're going to look at, I'm going to show you how I did this particular template. And again, to show you what I do to essentially, I don't want to say mess things up, but mess things up. So let me add this to the screen. All right, so here is, we're back in Corel. Okay, so let's import. And we'll go back to downloads and we'll go to Crafty Girl, Crafty World, SS10. and then we'll do the ombre. Okay, so I'm going to click import, and then I'm going to click there. Now, what I did not do, let's see. Yeah, okay, I don't have to worry about it. So with this particular design, this is the whole design. Notice she doesn't have boxes and it's not separated. So this gives you more control over how you want to do your design. Okay, so this whole design right here up at the top, we see it's 11.362 inches wide by 9.818 inches high. And she put this is by Craftable Things. She put the size of the design in the name of the file, which is down here at the bottom of the screen. And the size for this design is 9.818 high. So that's exactly correct. And that's how it's supposed to be. So for her design, though, with the way I am, I like the bounding boxes. And I do, even though over here, you remember I showed you I resized it and made it smaller to keep from wasting this flock and to keep from wasting that flock. That's just the way I like to do it. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to make you think that it has to be, it's no right or wrong way. However you like to cut your templates is fine. But what I'm saying is, because I normally don't layer like we just did the cow over there on the table with it being 9 by 9. Normally this is how I do it, and I press it 2 times. But if you are going to press it 1 time, you do need to keep your bounding boxes the same size, right? Okay, so going back to Crafty Girl Crafty World, this one, I want to put my bounding boxes because that keeps me from having to cut out flock. I don't want to have to cut the flock. I want the flock to cut itself. So all I have to do is peel it off. It's a perfect square and life is great and it looks pretty. That's me. So I tend to put boxes around my templates. You don't have to. You do not have to do that whatsoever. It is entirely up to you. Okay. So for me though, because I'm also pretty not good with math, but I'm pretty, I like for my stuff to be lined up the way it was intended by the designer. So like what I did with this particular template. So right now it's all grouped together. Let's ungroup it. So I'm going to ungroup objects, and what you want to look at is your biggest part of your design kind of like wants to give you, that needs to give you the basis of what you're working with. So what I decided to do was to take the I'm a, and then I hold down control, and in a crafty world, but I also chose the border to the word girl. And that's what I decided to use to make a template. And what I generally do once I do this to keep me from having to cut the flock, I come over here to get a bounding box, rectangle tool, and then I draw a rectangle around the design so that when I send this over to the cutting machine, it's going to cut out a square around this design. Okay. I do the exact same thing with the other parts. Like if I wanted crafty and then this bottom ombre part to be the same color, then I just move the top and then I not join, but I would put a box around these. Okay. But I'm gonna show you what I actually did. This is what I actually ended up doing is I ended up making it where girl had a bounding box, crafty had a bounding box, the top of girl had a bounding box, and the I'm a girl in a crafty world had a bounding box. Okay. So I already cut this out to save us some time because y'all know how it is. I'll be running out of time. All right. So Gail says she cuts triangles out of her V neckline design since the flock shortage. And you can. I mean, like I said, there is no right or wrong. You have to do what makes sense to you when you're sitting there blinging, because you're going to be the one blinging the shirt. It ain't going to be me. I'm not going to be making your shirts for you, honey. You got to make them yourself when you're wanting to sell them and give them away. So you have to do what rocks you. Okay. So let's go back over to the cutting table. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the template that we just cut. And I'm going to cut my ceiling fan on because y'all is not about to let Tilly smoke me out like this. Let's move the cow over to the side so that we can show him laters. And let's slide this out of the way. All right, so over here on, it said the media ended. So hopefully it cut everything. It might not have. Because y'all, I swear, sometimes Tilly is unfaithful. Sometimes. So if need be, we'll cut out whatever is missing while we bling the other stuff. Because at least this part did cut. Okay. So here's the main part of the template. We have one dot that did not come out. I like to angle it in the light to make sure I'm not missing any other holes, because I can kind of see the outline of the cut marks. Okay, so that looks great. I'm going to grab get off me, flock dot. I'm going to grab a cutting mat. Let's see. Am I going to have to open them? I'm going to have to open a new cut mat. Hold on. I got a pack right here. I got some packs of cutting mats. They're a little bit smaller than what I prefer, but it's been working out lately. So let's grab this, and I'm going to put it on here just like this. And I tend to put my templates close to edges, because what that does is eliminates a bunch of areas for the transfer tape to stick to and make it pop when you're pulling it off. So, try and keep it to edges. And I used to cut my templates all the way down, but kind of stopped doing it. Okay. So I'm a girl in a crafty world. So we have this part that we're going to be able to bling here in a minute. And now let's grab our other part. And hopefully these cut like they were supposed to. Oh, it did. Let's see, GIRL. It looked like it acted up right here, and I don't know why I would have done that. So, see, it didn't cut all the way, I don't think. I'm going to cut this, but I'm going to check the template before I not give up, but make sure that it's not right. Let's see how much of this cut. Nope, it stopped on me. I don't know why I did that. Sometimes Graphy will do that to me. So I'm going to have to cut this part again because apparently that did not cut. So let's go back to the Corel, and I'll show you what I'll do in this particular instance. Let's see, share screen. That's what I'm looking for. I'll show you what we do with that. So this part cut, which is good. So I'm going to take this part off. So I'm done with that. And then this, it should have cut, but what could have happened is I could have not had the right size over in Graphy software, but I'm going to check that here in a minute. All right. And so that's separate. And so now this whole thing is 15 inches tall. So I need to have at least a 17-inch piece of flock to make sure that it cuts and not say it ran out of media like it thought it did. So I'm going to put this at 17. Let's move this up. Nope, can't do 17. I'm going to have to do 18. Because I need to have at least 2 inches up here. All right. Let's move this down and boom. Okay. So now this is 18 by 12. And let's hit launch. Let's do CM4. Doesn't Graphy know flock is expensive, disrespectful? Graphy doesn't care. Graphy is like, you ain't finna ask me to do any more than what I've been doing. And I'm like, okay, whatever. See, that's what happened. I was wrong. So before my design was over 30 inches long, and I cut it long enough, but I forgot to change it right here. And I didn't tell Graphy that it was actually a 30-inch piece of flock in the machine. So that was my fault. And then actually I forget what I said this was. Hold on. So this is total size 15.58. So I need to make this, I'm going to make it, what did we say? 17, 18. Okay, so now it knows that's the size flock I'm getting ready to put in a machine, and it should not run out and then mess up. Okay, so I'm going to send this over to the machine after we cut an 18-inch piece of flock. So let's go over here and cut. No, it wasn't Graphy's fault. But sometimes Graphy is still like, you ain't gonna tell me what to do. I'm gonna do this the way I want to do it, and that's that. So I have learned to check, double check, and triple check. But when you're about to go live and you're trying to rush and get something cut out, a lot of times double checking and triple checking doesn't always work. All right, and so let us pull this out, because what did I say? 18 inches. So that we can get this cut. And then we can finish that template. Alrighty. And now I don't have a camera for Graphy, so I'm just going to go ahead and put this over here on the machine. Okay. Let's put this back so that it is out of the way. Graphy loaded like he was supposed to. Uh-oh. No, Graphy. No. Yes, clear. Okay. I'm going to have to flip this block around because it started cutting from where it stopped with the last one. Because it thought I ran out of flock when I actually didn't. Okay, is that straight? Yes. All right. Let's get this and move this. And then, all right, Graphy. There's that. Let's move the cow and put the cow up so that we know where he is when we want to bling him again. All right, and I'm going to send that design over so that it can cut the rest of this. Now, what me and Patrice did while I was over her way is we did a mix that we used for that we're selling in the store now, right? And in that mix, we had light amethyst, we had aquamarine, and we had fuchsia. Well, my friends, I left that mix at her house. So we're going to have to mix this again so that we can put this in that design. But I'm not going to mix a whole lot of it because I'm only doing this one design. And I kind of want to, use one of these solid colors as the top part of this, of the word girl. And then the bottom part is going to be the mix. And I think is going to be mixed too. And Patrice says she used it. I ain't mad. It was pretty. And so that's why we're going to make this pretty too. I'm excited. All right. So this mix is available in the hotfixfix.store. So the mix is available in the hotfixfix.store. Let's see. Let's do a little bit more. Thank you, Dee Dee. And if you have any questions about the buy-in or the buy-in or anything along those lines, just holler. So the outline I'm probably going to end up doing in silver citrine. The silver citrine is one of the metalites that is in our buy-in. Okay. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay. So in going with the Barbie theme, because like I said, there's a country theme and then there's a Barbie theme. So like I have a cowboy hat that I need to bling out, but when I do this cowboy hat, it will be silver citrine. So I'm looking forward to doing this hat. It's going to be silver citrine when I do that one. But for now, we're doing Barbie, and we're going to get that done. And that hat is available on the Rhinestone Mechanics website. So this, I said I was going to do in silver crystal. I think I have more right there. I love silver crystal. It is a very, very pretty stone, very reflective. And because it is shorter than the regular rhinestones, I'm going to press it first. These stones are not as tall as the regular rhinestones. And some of them are stuck together right there. So I'm going to have to get that worked out. But all right. Scrappy back there going to town. Like, see, you give me the right stuff, I can work like I'm supposed to. I know, Graffy. I know. All right. Okay, so move some of this over. Super, super excited. So going to visit craftable things, it kind of has made the Bling Fest even more of an exciting venture for me. So I'm really looking forward to getting you guys more information on the Bling Fest. So the Bling Fest is going to be October 27th, 28th. For those who purchased the tickets with the meal and with the accommodations, that accommodations ticket, will come with dinner with the influencers. And so I want to let you know for right now, we have Craftable Things as one of the influencers. And we have another influencer that has agreed to come. There's quite a few, but I'm only going to mention one today as a teaser, so to speak, to let you know just how cool of an event we have. We're going to have Katrina's Graceful Creations. She said that she will make an appearance for us at the Bling Fest. So I'm super excited to have her joining us. If all goes well, she will be there. And looking forward to that. And then as time goes, we'll let you know of the other influencers that will be there. Because one name, I'm excited about all the names, actually. I'm excited about all of them. I really am. But one, I was like, what? Yay! I'm excited. So we got some names to get you guys ready. So within the next few days, because we know you got to get travel arrangements. I'm aware of that. And I apologize for the delay on get more information, but I will definitely have your information really soon so that you can make travel arrangements. Tickets are limited. So don't fret if you're not able to make it this time. There will be, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, another Bling Fest in Charlotte 2024 in November. So, just be prepared for that. And super, super duper duper excited about the whole thing. All right. Okay. So there's that one. There's that one. There's that one. Oh, you know what? So you get your swag bag. Of course, the accommodations ticket gets a super swag bag. Super excited. I'm so excited, y'all. I just don't know what to do with myself. You get lunch, catered lunch. So no Cheetos and breadsticks. Nope. This is like a really nice lunch. So looking forward to giving more info and letting you know when the tickets will go on sale. All right, there we go. Okay, so there's the outside. So like I said, this particular template, I did not cut the bounding boxes the same size. So I'm not going to be layering this. I mean, I could sit there and kind of gauge by holding it and hovering it and trying to pick it up and all of that stuff. I'm not about to do that tonight. I'm not about to do that tonight. That's team too much. So I'm not doing team too much tonight. Just gonna do things the regular way, the safe way, and pick this up one at a time. All right, so let's get this in there. Bloom, easy peasy, mac and cheesy. All right, so that's done. This is too small. The one we did for the cow, that's not gonna work. Okay, so let's get us another piece. Is this big enough? This is big enough. Yay! Where I did the E for extra, I used it. Can you see the E for extra? I did use it a couple of times. And then we will drop this right here. And then we will have this ready to go. Okay, so for this one, I'm going to put this one on a white shirt again. So I did a white shirt when I was at Craftable Things, and I did love it. I loved how it turned out. So I'm going to use a Gildan soft style extra large. Karen D, what would be a good price to charge per person for a bling party? I was thinking 40. Well, that depends, Karen. I think 40 is too low, but that depends. So first question the first question you need to answer is, where is the bling party going to be held? Where are you holding the bling party? So is the bling party going to be at your house? Is the bling party going to be at the park? Is the bling party going to be at the hotel? Do you have an event space that you're going to rent? That's an important question. The reason why that's an important question is because if you are renting an event space, like for instance, when I did my bling parties, well, one of the bling, in most instances, our bling parties was at an event space. I had to rent the event space. So because I didn't own the event space, I had to, another lady had a space where she did artwork with people, and on nights where she didn't have art parties, I could do bling parties, and she thoroughly enjoyed it and wanted me to have them there. And so I did, but I had to charge more for those tickets because I was paying for a space. So $120 to rent the space, or depending upon how she felt at the time, it could have been, instead of 120, she would just get half the ticket, or not a half, it wasn't half because I wouldn't have went for that, but it was like we would split the tickets 30-70 or something like that, because I was bringing equipment and supplies and all that jazz. I didn't use any of her supplies, but it was her facility, it was her restrooms, it was her da 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 da, you know what I'm saying? So we split the tickets that way once or twice, and then once or twice we did flat rate. But I didn't get to do it that many times. I think COVID came right after that. So I didn't get to keep that up. But that's one fee, one thing that you want to keep in mind when you're trying to determine the price of your tickets to the bling party. The other thing you want to keep in mind is, are you buying shirts? Are you letting them bring shirts? You got to buy your shirts. Are you doing refreshments? You got to keep that in mind. Are you taking heat press equipment, or is the heat press equipment already there? How many people are going to be there? Because you have to determine how many people are going to be there and how many stones you're going to need. I mean, there's quite a few things that you want to keep in mind when you're pricing, and don't just come up with a price because you think that's the price that sounds right. You got to make sure your expenditures are covered. You got to make sure your expenditures are covered, because, for instance, if you got a friend like the lady that I did in her event space, for that one particular lady, I didn't know her, I can't remember how we met, but so she charged me a little more for her event space, and her event space was in a really popular area. So I'm sure her rent for her event space was high. Whereas I also would rent space from my cousin who had another event space. She wasn't in a popular side of town. She was in a business park. People had to find her. And she was my cousin, so she didn't charge me nowhere near as much as the other lady did. So I didn't have to charge as much for that particular situation. But then another bling party I did was at the person's house who was hosting the bling party, and I just took my stuff there. So I didn't have to pay event, space rent. But you still need to make sure you're making a profit. Taking equipment, 5 to 8 people. Are you going? I didn't see if you said you was renting a space from somebody or not. How do you like your smartwatch? It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Event space with no charge, then you can. Are you feeding people, Karen? Are you like taking snacks, taking champagne? Are you taking anything like that? Deborah, whenever we get we just got an order in, so I'll have to talk to the mister about putting them up. We just got our shipment in. So that's the kind of stuff you want to think about. 40 is okay, but then how much are your stones? How many stones are you giving them? Are you giving them 2 sets of 10 gross a piece? You're cutting out flock. You need to take into account how much your flock is that you're cutting templates for them for. So if you're cutting, you said 5 to 8 people. So say for instance, it's 8 people and you're giving them 2 templates a piece. So that's 16 templates. How big are the templates? How much flock are you using? That type stuff you need to consider as well, because a 5-yard roll of flock was 65. It was $65. Why is that tearing like that thing? No. It's a lot to keep in mind, man. You could do 40, but I think 40 is too low, especially when if you're using our stones. That's a premium stone. Um, and ordinarily they wouldn't be able to get, especially at retail, get those stones in that quality. You're doing high quality shirts. We would. Oh, that's a good idea. Patrice, that's an excellent idea, actually. But you know who I got to run that through? Okay, there it is. My tickets were not $40 when I was doing bling parties, though. Whether I had to pay for the space or not, it was more than that. Because that's a lot of work, ma'am. Hauling the heat press, hauling the shirts, hauling the templates, making sure you got a brush for everybody, a scoop for everybody. What in the whole wide world happened right there? A brush for everybody, a pickup tool for everybody, tweezers for everybody, containers for everybody. It's food. God forbid you take food. I never took food. Well, no, I think the first time I did have drinks. I think I did have drinks, and that was my own bling party. What else? Are you gonna be sitting at plain tables? Are you taking tablecloths? You got to get tablecloths. Because we had tablecloths on the tables to make it look really nice. I can show pictures of what we did. Here's the other one. What? Why? Why did that do that? Why did that do that? I'm gonna have to piece this together. I think when it started cutting that other template, it started doing that. Is that right? Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna have to piece that together. That sucks. Hey, Lakeisha. How are you? Yeah, Karen D. I don't want you to do. I don't want any of y'all to do what I did. And with a lot of, even with my embroidery and other things, as I was learning and going about trying to make a business for myself and underpricing. This time, fortunately, I have, my husband who helps me with the financial part of things. But before, girl, I can't tell you how many times I was just breaking even, and it was making it not fun because I wasn't really, I don't want to say, because my thing has always been, it's not about making a whole heck of profit, heck ton of money, like I need to be rich or something. That's nowhere near the thing when I was doing any of my events. It was at least making sure I broke even and making sure I was compensated for my time. So you know, like those kids that threw my stones all over the place, which that wasn't too big of a deal because they paid for those stones. So any stones that I had left over after each event, usually they didn't want them, so they just kind of went back in the pile of stones, the leftovers, and went for whatever the next event was. It wasn't a whole lot, but it was enough where I made sure that they paid for enough so that they would have a good time, and so that they could get the template done without running out of stones. But that also meant, like I said, some left over. So in that event, or in those instances, rather, it was. Um, is this right? Hold on. So in those instances, the stones came back home with me. There we go. No, it still look crazy, but whatever. I had to piece this together because it cut wrong because I used the same piece without changing it. Okay, so here's crafty. There's the word girl, and I have the other part to the word girl right here. That cut like it was supposed to. So I'm going to use the mix up here, and then I'm going to use the mix down here. So that's why I put these on the same do flatchy. Gail, so whenever you log in to the website, the buy-in, there's a pop-up at the very bottom in the middle where you click on it. It usually has like a star there or something like that. You click on it and you log into that, and it'll take you to your purchases and your points and everything that you've ever done. I don't keep up with that. The system itself keeps up with it whenever you log in to make a purchase. So if you ever log into the buy-in, please try to remember, if you want to earn points, please try to remember to log in with the same email that you use every time. Don't use the phone number. Don't use checkout as a, I don't think you can check out as a guest anymore, but don't use, you want to log in with your email so that it can keep track of what you've done. Because I don't keep track of that. That whole system is supposed to be self-governed, so to speak, and it's supposed to keep up with everything. Because if it was up to me, wouldn't nobody have points? Because I would never remember to give nobody points. So when I came across that, it's like, okay, come through, y'all taking care of this for me, and that's the way that went. You got to log in. But if you don't have cookies enabled, I don't know if that makes a difference. It shouldn't, because you would have to actively log in. Oh, whenever you go to checkout, it asks you if you want to use your points. Matter of fact, when you log in, it asks you if you want to use your points, because that's what it asks. I've never had to purchase from the store, the website, so I don't use the point system. But when I log in just to see how it works, it says log in to see your points and see and use your points. So I'm assuming you have to go log in and go into that interface, and it'll give you a code to use for the discount based on your points. If anybody else in here has used it successfully, which many people have, please, let me know if that sounds correct, because I don't use it, so I don't know 100% how it works. I just know what it said when I logged into it. This is so pretty. These colors together, it just does not make any kind of sense how pretty these colors together are. And I can't remember. I think Twila was one of the folks that was helping come up with colors to mix in when we were live the other night. But whoever all it was, I appreciate you, because this is very pretty. It's like the perfect Barbie colors to make a shirt. Whoops, there's an extra right there. There's that. Whoops, I saw extra. There we go. Yes, when log in, it pops up with point value and asks if you want to redeem. Thank you, Teresa. I appreciate y'all because I've never had to. I don't know how to use it because I've never used it. But rarely do I have a question about it. So I just assumed, and I see people redeeming their points. So I just assume it works great for them. So I apologize for not knowing how that works. All right, so we did crafty and that looks amazing. So what I want to do is the same mix in the bottom part of girl for the bottom part of the ombre, and then for the top part of the ombre I want to do one of these colors. I haven't figured out which one yet. Knowing me, I'm probably going to do the fuchsia because it's the closest to pink, but purple at the same time, whereas light amethyst is technically purple, but it's pale. It's a pale. What color am I? I'm putting this on white, so I might go ahead and use the light amethyst now that I think about it, since this is going on a white shirt, because this fuchsia will pop on just about anything, whereas that light amethyst, it just might pop pretty decent on white shirt. So but I definitely wanted you guys to see the layering options that are available if you've never seen that before. I don't know if you have or not, but to give you more options on how to accomplish blinging a rhinestone template and finding a method that really works with you and speaks to your soul, because this is a multi option way to accomplish making a rhinestone shirt. There's a lot of different ways to do this. Like they have shaker tables that they use overseas a lot. The table itself shakes and shakes the rhinestones into place. That doesn't I didn't particularly care for that method myself, but you know that might work for you, and if it does, that's great, because again, at the end of the day, we just want you to have fun with the rhinestones, and for those who want to make money, we just want you to make money with the rhinestones. So those two suckers are stuck together, so they're causing me a problem. So yeah, you can, there's options out there. Like I said, there's no wrong way to do it. Almost done, y'all. Almost done. And then we'll bling the top part of the word girl. Then we'll do the shirt. And then that will be it. I did have one more template I wanted to do, because like I said, I definitely wanted to do that cowboy hat. But a lot of it's going to be dependent upon what time I get done with this one. All right. Perfect. So, of course, this is not lined up the way it's supposed to be. So I'm going to see if this is big enough. Yeah, the Rose AB that Shanita used on hers was super cute. That's not quite long enough. And it was adorbs. Let me see something. Yeah, we're gonna do this. All right. So here's the crafty girl on with the Malibu mix is what we named this on the website. This is Malibu mix. All right. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to move this right here, and then I'm going to grab this, and for the time being, I'm just going to set this right there. And what did I say? I said I was going to do light amethyst, because here's the mix right here. So the light amethyst is where I just had it right here. I don't know Baby Giant Services because I did not make this template. I did not make this template, and I did not make the cow template. I'm not the template maker. I've done some. And when I am able to and my laptop is cooperating, I'll play with it sometimes. But because I don't think I'm as talented at making them as the others. So I tend to shy away from just making templates. But sometimes I'll put my foot in a template. Now, don't get it twisted. Not a dummy. But I did not make this one, so I don't know what font that is. But I know the word Barbie, if I'm not mistaken, the word Barbie is like Dolly or something like that, if I'm remembering what I heard correctly. It's like a baby doll font. And there's also a font on Creative Fabrica called Barbie. So you can go grab that if you wanted to. And it should look similar to the word crafty. Sweet. All right. This should be cute. So let's put this light amethyst back. Even though this one looks wonky. I don't know what's going on with that stone. So we're going to put another one in its place. There we go. That one was trying to go up under the template. Okay. This should fit. How do you get past being afraid to start a project? Miss Binkley, I tell you what, it's a lot of it is seeing how everybody else's project turns out so cute. It's like they make it look so easy and it's so cute and it's really pretty, and eventually one day you're going to come across a design that you absolutely have to have. It's like, okay, you know what? I gotta make that because that's me. I love it. It's adorable. I need to make that. And that's what usually will motivate people to go ahead and give something a shot, because if they don't try it, then they won't get that item. Look at there. I was missing dots somewhere. Didn't know it. Hopefully I'll find it after we press it, and then I can just put some stones in there because that's light amethyst, so it shouldn't be too difficult. All right, so here is girl. I mean, but Miss Mary, even if you did, you learn from whatever mistake it was that was made and try it again. There's good thing about what we do. You don't have to worry about the mistake being a life or death type situation. It's just crafting. Say for instance, we do this shirt and the holes don't line up right, and the colors that we use is ugly. And even though we don't have ugly stones, just throwing that out there. But it doesn't turn out looking or the design is crooked. Well, guess what? It's still a shirt. All you got to do is take that same shirt, put it on, and wear it when you're working outside in the yard, or wear it when you cleaning the house, or if you were raised like I was, a t-shirt is the same thing as a night shirt. So you got you a night coat. Gracious of light. That light amethyst is just like, hi. You can use it as a night shirt, and wear it and be cute at night. It's okay. It's not going to hurt anything if the shirt doesn't turn out right. It really won't. It might be disappointing, and I get that, but you can't grow. Even little babies, when they're learning how to walk, they have to fall to learn how to walk. So they don't give up and just stop walking. They're going to keep walking, and you will need to do the same thing. There's a lot of things in life that you had to learn how to do. Drive. You had to learn how to be a good friend, a good daughter to someone, whomever that was, a good family member, a good co-worker. You didn't always get those things right. It's okay. It's not a serious thing that you just, oh my gosh, you're a failure and you can't get it right. That's not how we do around here. That is not how we do at all. This is gorgeous. And I've made more mistakes than everybody in here. So trust and believe it is okay. I promise. I've learned from them and I've grown from them, just like learning that, okay, this didn't quite line up like I thought it should have. I don't know why it didn't. It's okay. I just stretch the shirt a little bit and make it fit. Even if I have to cut these out in the pieces to get them to line up the way they're supposed to, it's okay. There's more than one way to get things to work. And you will find in our community, we're very supportive. We don't browbeat. We don't pick at each other. We don't do any of that stuff. If you make a mistake, laugh at yourself. We'll laugh with you. And we keep right on going. How much does it cost you to bling a shirt that design? Unfortunately, Karen Murray, I don't know. Because I don't know how many stones are in this shirt. I base my prices on the amount of stones in the shirt. Okay, so this next bling that we put on this shirt, the word crafty, I'll take it off over there at the heat press so that you can see it on Tilly, because the lighting over there just really sets this off. Teresa, Sister Heart Crafts and things. Me too. I've made lopsided shirts. I wear them anyway. LaShonda, you're going to make mistakes like that KTM man. Just say a few voice words and keep on going. I told you. Doing rhinestone, sometimes you'll learn a new language. I tried really hard to not pick up a new language. And I must admit I've done very well. Not every day. We take it one day at a time, one project at a time. All right, so this is adorable. I absolutely love this design. And I'm sure you will love it too. The link is in the description below where you can go get this design off of craftableThings.com. Okay, so let's go ahead and press this and then we'll be done with this shirt. Let me make sure that looks crazy. I don't know why that extra stone is in there. I don't know if that's supposed to be or not, but I'm going to grab it. I don't know why I'm being real particular all of a sudden. Come on. Who is he back there talking to? All right. And I think that's where that one stone came out. So I'm going to put it right there. It's the same color. See? So even with this, I messed up and had a stone missing. Peel the tape back. Set a stone in place. Put the tape back down. There's a stone right here overlapping that stone by a little itty bitty bit. Ain't nobody going to see that but me. And whoever wins this shirt. And the only reason they going to see it is because I pointed it out. Alrighty. Is the camera up on the thing? No. Let me put Tealy up so that y'all can see Tealy pressing. There we go. Actually, I did the wrong thing. Let's do this. There we go. Okay. So I'm a crafty girl in a crafty world on a white shirt. 350 degrees for 12 seconds. Let's see how this turns out, you guys. I'm excited. Boom. Let's pull this out. I'm going to pull it down just a little bit. And let's do our peel reveal. Woo! Pretty. Look at that. Look at that. I'll buy that for $1. Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Those colors are gorgeous. Gorgeous. All right, so let's bring it over here so I don't burn my hand. And pop that table off and pop this one back on. And there we go. So here is our shirt, okay, with the mix. This is our Barbie shirt. And I'm not a Barbie girl anymore. You know, I chewed the feet of my Barbie doll. So, you know, not really a Barbie girl, but I am a crafty girl in a crafty world. So again, this is the Malibu mix that we have in the hotfixfix.store. Hotfixfix.store is not buy in, it's buy now. So if you purchase the Hotfixfix store, it ships out usually in 2 business days, sometimes next business day. Then I also used the silver crystal metalites for the word I'm a, for the outline, for the word girl, and for in a crafty world. And then up top, I use light amethyst for the lettering. And then down at the bottom, I use the Malibu mix again to complement the word crafty up at the top. So it's absolutely beautiful. It's a white shirt. This is an extra large Gildan, and we are going to give this shirt away on the show. It's US residents only. And I will need you to email me by tomorrow with your mailing address so that I can get this right out to you. Okay? By tomorrow night. If I don't have an address by tomorrow night, you don't get your shirt. Okay? So let's go ahead and switch cameras, and then we will get to doing our shirt. Okay. So I appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me tonight. It was a lot of fun. Layering for making different color rhinestone templates. It can be challenging. It can look challenging. You can totally do it. You can totally rock this. Making rhinestone shirts, I've been doing this for over 6 years, and every time I do it, I don't always get it right every time. So don't worry about making mistakes. We all make mistakes. The thing is, live and learn. What I will suggest though is when you do practice with a lesser cost rhinestone. So for instance, you don't want to use your rose, you don't want to use your AB stones when you're practicing and just starting out. You want to stick with something like crystal. That stone is more affordable than the pinks and the purple rhinestones. That's just the way the pricing strategy works. So use that, and it makes it a little more tolerable when you do make a mistake. And like I said, even if the shirt is crooked or something like that, it's okay. Wear it anyway. You can wear it around the house. You can give it to a cousin or a friend. They're not going to really pay that no attention. And if they do, tell them make it themselves. Fam, I just gave you something for free. You know what? Shut up. Give me my shirt back. I'll wear my shirt myself. God, can't do nothing for nobody. I'm just saying. So these are things that you can do to practice and hone being able to do the rhinestones. But I promise, once you get the hang of it, you'll become addicted, just like the rest of us, and you'll absolutely love it. So definitely let's get to doing some shimmying. Shakita says I just tried to cut a template and it cut okay, but every time I peel it, all the cut come up, so I have nothing to put my rhinestones. Wait a minute. Every time I peel it, all the cut comes up. So I have nothing to put my rhinestones in it. Thank you, Sharon Davenport, for the super chat. Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. Thank you so very much, Sharon Davenport. We appreciate it. I'm gonna ask Shakita, are you putting your template on the mat with no, after peeling the white backing off? Do you peel the white backing off and then put the template on the mat and then cut it out? Is that what you're doing? I really need to know how you're cutting it out to try and see if I can help you figure out what's going on. Lala, the drunken troll, you're going to start from the beginning. You're failing at rhinestones. I don't think you're failing, but it does take time. Not a whole lot of time, but it does take time. You got to pace yourself and you got to just take your time and get it right. Once you get a good template and the template is there, then just keep practicing with that template. Definitely start with a template with one color first, okay? Definitely start with one color template and not one with a whole ton of rhinestones. Do a smaller amount of rhinestones. And then once you feel comfortable blinging that one template, you can move to something a little more complicated, like the little Highland cow that we did tonight. Matter of fact, speaking of that shirt, let's go ahead and show it. This shirt was a size large cotton t-shirt, and this is our Highland cow. We used Topaz AB for his fur, and for his nose and his horns and his outline, that is light topaz. And you can see the difference in the colors. Once you turn the shirt to the side, you can definitely see the differences. But in some ways, when you hold the shirt, the colors look exactly the same. That's the appeal of the AB colored stones, or AB coated stones rather. The AB coating kind of tricks your eye a little bit, and it's pretty cool how it can morph with the different colors. Would it be right if I enter the giveaway even though you've been in the bushes? You can definitely enter the giveaway even though you've been in the bushes. That's not an issue. But yeah, here's our cow. Super duper cute. So after you master a one color design, you can move to something like this. It was just 2 layers and both of them are pretty small. So you should be able to handle that after you've gotten some practice in with a one color. Then after you get started and you're really comfortable with 2 layers, well, then you can work with doing 3 layers or 4 layers and then doing multi-layer color shirts. So this is, I'm a crafty girl. And as you see, the word crafty is our Malibu mix rhinestones. It's a new mix that we have on the hotfixfix.store. And then the bottom of the word girl is the Malibu mix as well. And then the top of the word girl is light amethyst, which is a part of this mix. And then the words I'm a in a crafty world, and the outline to the word girl is silver crystal metallite rhinestones, and they bling super hard. So but look at how hard those are blinging, you guys. Look at it. Like those metalites stand out above and beyond the rest of the stones. It's absolutely beautiful. I love metallite rhinestones. But yeah, super gorgeous shirt. And we'll be giving both of these away. Let me go all the way down and see what you said. Let's see if you answered the question. Let's see. Yeah, I do need this shimmy. What in the whole wide world kind of fly is going on? Yeah, I'm gonna need you to leave me alone, stupid fly. Oh, Marilyn, yes. Test cuts with a few tiny circles to make sure your cut settings are good for your machine and your flock. Thank you, Marilyn. That is an excellent suggestion, because a lot of times we want to plow straight ahead and go ahead and cut out a template like you saw me do tonight, and then it doesn't cut out right, because you need to make sure that all of your settings are what they're supposed to be. When I put in the wrong settings, the machine acted up. I kind of wanted to blame the machine at first, but I had to admit, no, that was totally my fault, because I didn't put the right measurements in the machine. So you have to definitely check that out. Can you show us the hat? I need to go back in and shop. I can. That's on the main page, though. If you go to the main page of the Rhinestone Mechanic, it is there. I haven't done the bling on it yet, so definitely check that out. I don't see a response yet, so but then again, it's a lot of typing if you're typing a response. Tonight it's 10:51. I mean, I probably could. Let's see it with the lights off. Do you ever use magnet templates? No, I've heard of them, and I mean, I haven't ever tried it, so it can't hurt to try it. There's a first time for everything, so yeah, we definitely can. Let me cut this off and then show you. Here is the crafty girl in a crafty world. Let's do this right. What am I doing? I know better. Here you go. Crafty girl in a crafty world. Woo! Shimmy. Ooh, super cute. Crafty girl in a crafty world. Absolutely gorgeous. And then we have the Highland cow. Him so adorable. I love cows. Ooh, mooey. Or I should say moo. Shimmy. He's cute. He's super, super, super adorbs. So yeah, definitely check him out. Let's get our lights back on and go take a look at this cowboy. Sorry, got boobs all in the camera. Go look at this cowboy hat. It shouldn't take long to do it. That's the good thing about it, because it's just one color. So let's do one color. Let's do one color. Let's do one color. And I said I was doing silver crystal. And the silver crystal is right here. Good night, Victoria's Creations. I'm trying to send you to the ER with that bling. Hilarious. I put the whole flock on there and it messed up twice. So now I'm using cardstock. Yeah, definitely don't do. So since you're starting out, yes, let's stick to cardstock until you get the hang of it and everything cuts the way it's supposed to. The only downside, let me give you a caveat. The only downside to you doing it that way is once you get your settings right with your cardstock, that's not the settings you're going to use with your flock, because your flock is thicker. It's not the same material. So you're going to need different settings for your rhinestone flock. So, but you can practice blinging with your cardstock. And then, once you do find the right settings for your cardstock, write them down so that you don't forget them. And then that way, later on, if you run out of flock again, or if you decide, hey, you might decide that cardstock is better. You like using cardstock better. There's a lot of folks who prefer cardstock, and that's okay too. So just keep your cardstock setting, try your flock again. And if you like the flock, then you got both settings that you can refer back to when you want to do another template. But if you decide, you know what, I like flock better, then you don't have to worry too much about your cardstock anymore. Oh, cool. That's right. I did see her say she got an oven. Congratulations, Anita. Woo! Holler. Yes, honey. Yes. Congratulations on your goodies. Your babies. The hat is from Rhinestone Mechanic. It is on the main page of his website. It's not in the baby's booty part. It's on the main page. This cowboy hat is just bomb.com. It really is. I got a cowboy hat back there. I've been saying I was going to bling it out, and I have not done it yet. And I am ashamed of that. I love me a good old cowboy hat and cowboy boots. So I can be cute when I go up there to them mountains and wear my boots and be fancy. All right. So I see one there. Let's put you right there since you want to be a pain. Let's see another one here. Want to be a pain. We'll put you right there. Another one. All right. And I swear these silver crystal metalites is absolutely perfect for this specific design. I mean, these metalites were made for this design. It works. It just works. So yeah, if you plan to do this design, definitely grab you some Labrador, but preferably silver crystal. Let me look again. Okay. Let's put this one over here. Bloop. This one right here. Bloop. That one right there. Bloop. And this one right here. Bloop. All right. Holler. That is gorgeous. Can you briefly show any new specific favorite colors on the buy-in that are can't miss opportunities in your opinion, or maybe of what is currently a popular trend among your blingers, please? Lisa, this color that I'm using right now is definitely one. The crystal, silver crystal metalites. These are beautiful, and you will see that here in a moment once I press it to this shirt. Matter of fact, let me pre-press this shirt before I forget. I'm a rhinestone cowgirl, right? I don't know the rest of the words to the song, but I got enough country twang where I can sing along. Okay, this is a Bella Canvas V-neck. Why is this a 3X? Oh my gosh. This is not what I wanted, but we finna to use it because I already got it. You know what? No, I'm not. Where my dress at? These silver metalites, silver crystal. I'm finna make this for me. What? Yes, I am, girl. Yes, I am. Is this the right dress? I'm gonna make it the right dress. Okay. We're gonna put this on a dress. And we're gonna do this for me, para me. Whereas the others are para ti. Okay. And I know I'm gonna aggravate the hound dog out of myself because where's my oh, you know what? I ain't even, oh, he got the camera on me. Where's my pressing pillow? I don't know where it is. I don't know what I did with my pressing pillow, y'all. It's not under there. It's not over there. You know what? We finna rig up something. Only because I don't want a harsh seam going down the middle of this dress from the back. And it may not make that much of a difference, but then again, it might. So I'm going to put this over the top of that seam. And all I'm using is just a piece of fabric. And unfortunately, it's throwing lint everywhere. But y'all, number one, I want this for myself. And number two, I want this for myself. All right. And this is where a lint roller would come in handy, but guess what? I'm not a lint rolling kind of girl. Ugh. I put those cloths in there, so it made it a little bit harder to close. 3, 2, 1. All right. And so I'm going to pull this out. Now, here's the other thing. Oops. Hot. Yeah, see, I still made a crazy scene. So the hat kind of has a tilt to it, okay? So because the hat has kind of a tilt to it, it kind of makes it where you low-key can't really go wrong with how you place this hat on the shirt. I mean, yeah, you kind of want it to be centered, but it's hard to see where the center is because of the way the hat is tilted. So don't stress yourself out too terribly bad trying to find out how to place this hat. It is 10 inches. But you can't go wrong, y'all. I swear you can't. Like you can you can turn it where if you want it to look a different way or whatever, it's up to you. Like I think that's I'm okay with that. I'm okay with how that looks. That's pretty. Okay. Look at that. I tilted mine just a little bit more. All right. And so I'm going to push this under and I'm going to press it. And it's going to be pretty. I don't care what nobody say because guess what? It's about to be mine. So let me put my stones up so that as soon as I get that off from over there, here I come. Give me a slick. Let's pull this out and pull this down and pull this over so that you can see this sucker catch the light. Okay. Peel reveal. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that mess. Look at that. Come on, fam. Look at that. Tell me that ain't pretty. Good gracious of life. What? Holler. Yas, honey. A heifer is gonna be cute wearing this dress. What? Ooh, ooh. All right. All these folk around here gonna be jealous because they love some cowboy boots and stuff. So, okay, so let's bring it over to the table and let me get my boots and bling, our cowgirl string. Got me listening to some Morgan Wallace. Don't play. I don't always wake up in the morning, pour myself a strong one. Oh, but when I get lonely, I do. Look at that. Look at that. God almighty. What? Oh my God. That is fire. It's the silver. That is bomb.com. Good gracious of life. I'm gonna be cute. Don't make me put this on now. No, I can't put it on right now. I can't put it on now. I ain't modeling nothing tonight. I can't. I ain't feeling it tonight. I ain't feeling it. Why this man back there hollering put it on? You see what I'm saying? I can't do nothing. Look at that. Look. Oh my God. Look at that. Look. Look at that. Look at that. God almighty. Child. Woo. You're going to be blinding some people, y'all, with this right here now. That silver crystal. That's that silver crystal right there. That's that silver crystal. That's that silver crystal right there, buddy. What kind of mirror hat, mirror disco ball hat? Nothing. Look at that. Don't make me. I'll put it on. Let me see if I can put this on. I don't know that I can put it on. Let me see. I'm going to hurt this man if it don't do right. Have me stripping and going on in the studio. What in the whole wide world? What in the whole wide burlesque is going on around here? I don't understand. Let me see if I can pull this off like that. Yep. I'm sorry. This is so cute. Oh my God. Okay. All right, y'all. You won't see? You won't see? Runway show. It'll be a little bit of a runway show. This one is mine. I'm keeping this one. But let me see. Change the camera. How do I change the camera? Right here. Right here. Boom. Look at that. I still got the tag on. Don't pay no tag. No attention. Don't pay that tag. Look at there. I got my other dress on up under it though. Because, but anyway. Check it. Honky tonk. I'm honky tonk. Got honky tonk for donkey donk. No, it ain't got no kind of donkey nothing. But anyways, thank you. Turn off the lights too. Y'all trip. Look at that. It's so cute. Look at that. Look. Look, it's making the camera act up. You see that? Look at that. You see that? You see that right there? You see you what y'all looking at? You want to see what you looking at?
How would you define luxury? Your purchase of our rhinestones has put extravagance right at your fingertips. Here at the Baby's Booty, we are taking the standard of luxury and bringing it directly to you. Introducing the perfect companion to your luxe rhinestones, the Baby's Booty Ice Boxes. Our ice boxes are in the perfect sizes to complement your order. Each color in your purchase will be labeled and packaged in these elegant acrylic boxes, ready to display your luxury stones for everyone to see. The Baby's Booty Ice Box, where our bling is the finer thing.
It's the finer thing. It's the finer thing. You can't play with the finer thing, y'all. Just this that shimmy bling. That's that shimmy shine. It's that shimmy shine. Shimmy. Ooh. Shimmy. Love it. Absolutely love it. And for those of y'all who got that mirror ball concert coming up, you got your own mirror ball hat, girl. You got your own mirror ball hat. Okay, so y'all love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to do, what do you call that thing again? StreamYard giveaway tool real quick. So that we can give away the cow, and then we're going to give away the crafty world. And like I said, it's open to U.S. residents only. Why do I have the hiccups? U.S. residents only. And you have to send me your mailing address, please, by tomorrow. All right, because I don't know where to send it. I don't read minds. I swear I don't. Ask Mr. McQuackins. He'll tell you. I don't read minds very well at all. Like he be like, I don't even understand when he be telling me direct, and just be like, oh, is that what you had said? My bad. So anyways, the word that we are going to use, where are you at? Share screen. The word that we are going to use for the Highland, the brown shirt, for this one, we're going to use the word cow, like Gail says, because that's what this is. So word cow, please, is what we're going to do for this one. It is a size large. It is a women's cut size large shirt. Okay. Women's cut size large shirt. Absolutely adorable design. And I want to thank the Rhinestone Mechanic for coming through for us, because he always has really adorable designs for us every week. And it's just totally awesome and phenomenal. Patrice has designs for us just about every week. Actually, every week. Marilyn has these folks is busting out designs. If y'all ain't making money off of these shirts, I don't know what to tell you. Because they're giving you they're giving you the bomb designs. You got the finer things available to you 24/7 on highfixfix.store. And then the buy-in is going on at the baby's booty.store. Come on, fam. I mean, we giving it to you on a silver platter. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell you. So we are getting ready to draw for this shirt. Like I said, it's a size large, and it is the colors on this was topaz AB and light topaz. It is actually super cute on this brown shirt. So I hope you thoroughly enjoy it. So we are going to go ahead and draw right now for this. And then, like I said, US residents only. Please email me. Actually, hold up. Let's do this before I forget. Where is it? Boop. So that's the email address. You need to email me, please. Please email me at that email address. I know you may have a whole lot of another email address for me, and that's awesome sauce. But please send it to me at this email address so that the McQuacklings will have access to it when it's time to mail out the shirt. They don't have access to all my emails. They have access to that one. Okay? So let's start the drawing. Woo! Yes, honey. For the Highland cow shirt, thank you again to the Rhinestone Mechanic for the cute design, because our winner is Bonita Neely. Highland. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, Bonita. Yay! I hope you enjoy your shirt. And so now we're going to do another drawing. And this particular drawing is going to be for I'm a crafty girl in a crafty world. And this is a white shirt, and it is an extra large cotton white shirt. Okay. Extra large cotton white shirt. And we're going to use the word girl. Let's do the word girl. GIRL, because that's easy enough. Word girl. This particular shirt does use the silver crystal metal lights. It uses the silver crystal metal lights for the word I'm a in a crafty world. And it also uses the silver metal lights for the outline to the word girl, right? But then we use the new Malibu mix for the word crafty and for the bottom part of the word girl. And then we use light amethyst for the top part of the word girl. So the new Malibu mix is available in the hotfixfix.store. You can purchase it now. It is available. We actually have a couple of like 3 new mixes sitting over there now that is available for you to purchase. And it is a perfect color combination for the new Barbie trend that's going on right now, because everybody and their grandma, other than myself, is wanting Barbie stuff. Okay. So go over there and grab your Malibu mix so that you can make some super cute little shirts. Now, girls, I would say maybe age 6, 7 and older, or children 6, 7 or older, because I wouldn't go younger than that with rhinestones. Okay. Because sometimes they might chew on their shirt. I don't know. If they do, that's not what we want to happen. So we want children old enough to know not to chew on the shirt. Okay. All right. So we've got the word girl for an extra large white t-shirt. And please email me again. Email me at thebabiesbooty@gmail.com with your mailing address, US residence mailing address, and I will get it right out to you. Okay. Sooner or later, we'll have another contest where it's open worldwide, but today, US residents only. All right. So thank y'all for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. We had a lot of fun. Let's click draw and go ahead and get this started. And the winner of Patrice's totally cute design, thank you, Patrice, is Baby Giant Services LLC. Holla. Yes, honey. Yes. Thank you so very much. We appreciate it. Congratulations, Baby Giant Services LLC. And you're a member of the channel? Both of you, I think. Holler. Hey. That's what's up. So thank y'all so very much for hanging out with us tonight. It was totally awesome. I definitely appreciate it. You guys rock for hanging out and helping me get my cow hat shirt. Wait till you see the horse. I got the horse too. Man, I'm gonna put the horse on something too. I'm gonna be cute. So yes, definitely go grab your silver crystal metalites. Aside, someone asked about the more popular colors. Silver crystal metalites, perfect. Labrador, perfect. Arm Dorado is perfect. Your basic colors, crystal, crystal AB, red, so your light cyan, your sapphire is gorgeous. Most of your basic colors are going to be, you know, a top pick. Okay. And you know what? Now that I think about it, I may put some kind of blurb on the website that will show what some of our favorite picks are to help you out when you're looking to purchase of the more popular colors and stuff. We got to work on that. I'll talk to the McQuacklings and see if we can't come up with something so that it will be there for the next buy-in. Okay. But for the time being, don't forget the buy-in ends tonight. The buy-in ends tonight. Okay. I got to get these orders out. So please get your buy-in in tonight. And it ends at midnight Pacific time. And then we'll get the orders out so that we can get our orders back in and get these shipped out so y'all can have your quality wholesale bulk bling right away. It's the finer thing. All right. Thank y'all for hanging out with us. We appreciate and love each and every one of you. And until the next time we see you, we hope you have happy layering of different layers of bling. Bye.